All right, all right. Monday morning. Good morning. And we're going to get right to it, man, because I want to look at some weeklies also. So, what we have here on the 240, actually, I don't really like how this 240 chart is laying out. I got to mess with those adjustments. We actually have a bear flag on the 240 that's kind of forming, and the momentum is rolling over. Something's not right here with this 240 chart. I'm not going to mess with it now. But we're going to watch that bear flag on the daily, which is right. We could just put in that right there. So we could call this a pennant. I don't mind saying so. Obviously, play a breakout to the up or to the downside. If we ease into this pennant a little more, it's not going to be too aggressive. Momentum is kind of bearish, but looks like it might be rolling over. I would like to see it break that zero mark. And this is on the futures. Let's just take a quick look at the weeklies, the daily on the market itself. And they correlate, but the patterns are a little different. So this is that trend line I was talking about last week. You can see how we respected it 3 times and boom, popped up. So now we have this so many lines on this damn thing. Okay, so we're looking at that retrace from this low, and we're around the 33% mark. I mean, I've seen a lot of return when you're day trading. That 38 is really, I mean, that's the point where it erases a double top for me. If you guys follow my trading patterns or watch some of my training videos. We could, there's a lot going on in this area. So we have this trend line that I find very supportive and important. And I explained that in the video before. And we did exactly what I expected, a bounce around here. I thought this was going to provide a little bit of support, and it did. And we're also around this 38 mark on the Fibonacci retrace from the low of 2020, the pandemic lows. And then we made this very aggressive move up that took us out of this consistent pattern that goes back maybe 10 years, this consistent trend, rather, that goes back 10 years. And it brought us back. And there's usually overshoot on the bring back. So I'm thinking the 60% mark is not a bad mark. This 50% mark is not a bad mark. I really have that that 33.18 in mind. I wish we were there already, man. But this is feeling a little like a consolidation area. So we put in a trend reversal pattern, and that could just mean that we go into consolidation. And that gives us a better opportunity to stop moving up or just lock in this move down and build a foundation. Also, in a consolidation, the breakout could be to the downside. So most perplexing. I mean, this is still a wait and see. We got to watch what's going on right here. But I think we're at a very pivotal point. And I would be careful trading in here because this could be kind of choppy. Looks like the volatility, though, is tapering down a little bit. and you could see these Keltner lines reducing a little. So that's kind of telling me that at least for the moment, it's coming out. We're coming into earnings season. We have some inflation data coming out, I believe, tomorrow. So it's a good time to watch, man. It's a good time to watch the market, see what's going on. Here's a weekly pattern. Let's open this up a little bit. And this is a three-shoulder pattern, but we're going to open up mid-weight. We're down about 16 right now. So yeah, we're going to open up about, it's going to be an inside bar at the open. A break either way may not be too aggressive because you have all this work behind you to break through. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. Really not a lot, it looks like that. I mean, there's nothing exciting. So that's a good indication that we're going into a transition. If we look at the interest rates, we've created the support right here. We've come down into the Ichimoku cloud and bounced off. We're making new lows. We're just going to have to watch this high. I don't expect us to make new highs. My target is still around the 2.4 range if things kind of ease out. And I think we'll bounce off of that and then maybe edge up again. But I guess we'll just stay bullish on interest rates until breaking this trend line right now. We could go into a consolidation right here. I mean, it's genuinely a consolidation. I mean, we've made a higher high and now we're making a lower low. So we're moving into a consolidation. We'll probably trade between these highs and lows for a little bit, which makes sense. Seems logical. Take a look at the weekly. Yeah, it's just showing volatility and consolidation. There's nothing really exciting. We're just going to watch that trend line. I'd like to take a look at the VIX. There it is, right underneath. Think. And oh yeah, I hate when I do that. Here we go. So this guy is kind of stabling out a little bit. I mean, we're close. Really, we should be down around the 20s. We saw that in April. Big swings on the VIX. They called for volatility going into the summer, man. Summer's almost over. This is the doldrums. This is where nothing should be happening. Banks are going to have good numbers because there's a lot of trading going on. I know I'm silent. I'm just sitting here thinking, looking at what I'm seeing. I guess I should do this. Nah, I'm not going to do it on before. I'd rather be organic. So this is the ridiculous spike during the COVID recession, we'll call it, or the lockdowns. Then we kind of stayed in a state of anguish. Hmm. I think things are calming down, man. It just looks like things are calming down. I don't even know if I could explain it intelligently. Um, what else do we look at? On the futures, oil is down $2. We're under 100 again. I know you guys can't see that, but I have that on a different system that is not on camera. We just triggered today a bear flag on the dailies. So we got to test that 92, which we were at. That's pretty aggressive, man. That bounce is aggressive, but that move down was aggressive. We were there on the 6th. We were down at 92 on the 6th. So we're at 99 right now. We got to test that 92 if that bear flag is going to stick. And then, wow, can't even imagine. I mean, 87 would be my next target. That would be great. That would be really, really good for the economy, for the working folk. So let's take a quick look at Coinbase Bank. That's putting in a nice consolidation. We're going to just stay bullish above this line, above the support. I don't see any entries that that impress me or that I would want to take, but I'm generally bullish above that line. Close out the week from last week. Yeah, we're just in a consolidation. There's no entries that I find exciting. I think we're in a state of flux with everything right now, and everybody's trying to figure out which way to go. And Bitcoin, also in that consolidation. Yeah, you can't. There's no pattern here, even to consider. I like this gap right here. I would anticipate a fill on it. I don't see an entry. I mean, even I'm looking at the momentum, and it's flattening out as far as the highs and lows. It's rolling over one more time. Doesn't keep making new lows. Volatility is fading a little bit. The thing about consolidation is it could be ready to turn around, go down. Yeah, the weekly's feeling a little bearish at this point. That this asset class might just decouple from the market and fade down. I'm gonna have to watch that weekly. I mean, we can argue that this is a bear flag. What to do, what to do, what to do to you. All right, so that's at the bottom of my list, man. Not more I could say. Watch the news. We have the kickoff of earnings. We should get some volatility, maybe a little insight. Actually, never mind. Watch the news. Watch the reports. Stay away from the news, man. It's just sheer sensationalism. On the up days, everything's over and we're going back to normal. On the down days, buy bullets and invest in gold because the country's going to fall apart. I mean, that's the news in a nutshell. I just saved you guys a lot of time. All right. So anyway, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, throw in the comments. Let me know what you think, what you want, and what you're doing. I appreciate the input. All right, everybody, be calm and cool and at peace when you trade, and good luck with your trading.